This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the second-ranked team of the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will put toe to leather and will get started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Michigan State's offense will get the first possession of the game. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan, Michigan State. And it is intense and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along, getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Stewart. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Wolverines offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and the first down. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand. And Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team. It's not even close in a in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast. The offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their team.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. To throw, it's Childs. Got rid of it just in time. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Stewart. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything down last week.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Fires to the right. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use.
Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Michigan. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw, it's Childs. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Running it back, it's Stewart. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A strike downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds man by himself. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Bruce, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Caught in the backfield. It's Loveland. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more at the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looking for a block. It's Stewart. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. Dropping back, it's Childs. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making. Because
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense.
Get set, get set.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Comes out throwing on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Wolverines are on the move. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback adapting. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass hits, picked off. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Got it.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. If I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. And tackled there by the defense.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now.
Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. That's a live ball. Defense has it. Sometimes you hope the return will give you good field position. Sometimes he puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Orji. Skips away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David.
The expressway is wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the pummeling has started. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, show them what's inside your chest.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Makes him talk to the hand. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for room, it's Carter. They knocked him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
3:25.
To the air, it's Schuster. Coming after it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
Got it in the middle, it's Parachek. Hard running there. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Spartans will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On the return, it's Stewart. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too.
Gonna take a shot. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much more. Defender was right there. Offense gets set for second down.
42.
Caught in the backfield. It's Loveland. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just plowing ahead. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Might as well give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
On the ready.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Gets it out fast. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to pass, it's Schuster. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. Off the play fake. He unleashes a long one. Caught at the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Warren. He's right on target. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Snap in the shotgun. Quickly complete. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played for the echo of the whistle, and they did that with a ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights.